What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all doing real well and enjoying y'allselves. It's a good day. I want to tell y'all right now, man, to have a goal for yourself when you're dating. I've heard so many stories of women who were in relationships with these guys. A couple of when it's coming down to men, but primarily I've been hearing these stories from women. But they were in love with this guy, they were really feeling him, and so on and so forth. But for some reason, they just couldn't bear a child together. Right? It was just something that always happened. It just wasn't there. They go to the doctor, make sure everything's good. Hey, everything's good. You're just not conceiving nothing. But later on down the line, typically she like things would start to happen. Pretty much, she start to notice the real version of who he currently is right now. You know what I'm saying? And she would end up being hurt by this and so on and so forth. But the tricky thing is that he was able to conceive a child with someone who he left the last woman for or cheated on her with. You know what I'm saying? And the stories always ended the same. This girl gets with somebody, finds out he's not who he says he is. He leaves her for someone else, and he ends up getting her pregnant. But that karma always comes back, and sometimes it comes back on both of them to the point to where things just went bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Things just started going wrong, even with his money, sometimes his health, gets incarcerated and all that shit. My nigga doing jail time, fam. And I've heard this on numerous occasions, and it always ended like that because what you put out is naturally going to come back to you. And when the girl that who told me the story or whatever, or the women who've told me these stories, they always for some way, somehow, some rhyme or reason, always found out about it, even after he left her and they haven't spoken for a certain period of time. Because I do believe that karma's not only going to come back, but you're gonna somehow find out about it. Because when people do you wrong, that energy, when it hits them, somebody's going to tell you about it. You're going to see it. I've heard of people seeing other people who did them wrong, homeless after shit. But when I speak to these women about these kind of situations, I often am reminded that rejection is oftentimes protection. Because I sit up here and think like there was once a time, and I've told him this as well. It's like it's a time where you were like sad that you couldn't, have a kid with him or whatever. You were sad that y'all relationship went kaputs. But now it's just like, nah, you were protected this whole time, but you just didn't realize it while you were there. You know what I'm saying? Now we're speaking on different terms, and you know what I'm saying? They would, of course, they see this now, but it's like sometimes we don't get what we want. It's so that way we can learn something for it in order to prepare us for something that's better suited for us. So, what I would also say is that once you realize that some people are just in your life to show you what you don't want, set a standard for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Set a particular goal. You know what I'm saying? That I want my relationship, my money, my lifestyle, whatever it may be, to be like this. And I'm not going to quit until it gets there. I'm going to keep my mind focused on this. Once you lock your mind onto the ideal relationship, the ideal whatever it is that you want, anything that is not in alignment with that is naturally going to fall by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? It's naturally going to disperse. It's naturally just going to be repelled almost. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not notice it all the time, but when you do get to that point where you're so serious about your goal, when you're so serious about what it is that you want and you realize that shit, you start to notice those green flags becoming light green, becoming yellow, becoming orange, way before they become red. You start to notice it a little bit more. You may have to endure a little bit, but you'll stop at the orange flags. But then you may keep going, you may stop at the yellow flags. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're becoming aware of just like, hold up, I can't rock with you like that. Somebody who you can get to at least the green flag, at least in my opinion, maybe they just crossed some boundaries they didn't know about in the early stages. Excuse me. You can rock with that better. You can rock with that a hell of a lot more than being in the red zone. Because in the red zone, Ken Folk done already set up camp. He done already started kicking it. The marshmallows already roasting. He or she has already taken root. You know what I'm saying? But to be able to notice these things early and being able to cut it off early, it feels good because now you start to realize that you within yourself, you've evolved. And again, this is for men and women. But I'm just, again, speaking off of the few women that I've just recently spoken with on these kind of situations. But it's just a beautiful thing because you notice your growth and that preparation, that alignment to get you prepared to what it is that you want. And you'll start to realize there's no such thing as a bad day. There's no such thing as a bad experience because it's all working out in your favor. You realizing that you are getting everything that you want. Again, it's not just relationships, but it's also monetary. It's whatever it is that you desire on this earth. It does not matter. You are just getting an alignment for it. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your time of growth. This is the time of excellence, feeling good. I see so many people throughout my days, and they just don't seem like they don't enjoy life. They don't smile. And it's just like, hey, if that's what you want to do, that may just be your normal. But for you, you know what I'm saying? You just fall, you don't fall with those kind of people. They're not bad, not good or whatever, but you start to realize that it's about the connection now. It's about all the vibes there or not. You feel me? But y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. I haven't shot a good lengthy Goodfeels video in a while. Thank you to all my new subscribers, man. Thank you to all the new people I've met, to all the experiences I've had, all the blessings in my life, all the surprises and all that good stuff. Even the bad times in my life, I'm appreciative of, man. Thank you for everything. It's just a good day. Y'all take it easy and enjoy yourselves.